She was built in 1897 by the Dubs Locomotive Works in Scotland, pre sort of Anglo-Boer wartime, and she was shipped to South Africa. She was a batch of 3 Class 6 locomotives built by Dubs. She started her working career in 1897 in South Africa and took a huge part in the Anglo-Boer War. She featured significantly in the Mafeking and those areas during the war. And then thereafter, when that was all transitioned into the South African Railways in about 1910, she served her working life on the South African Railways. And later years, in like I think it was the early 50s, she was sold off to the mining sector. And she worked her remaining life on the mine, and it was then donated in about 1981, I think, to the now defunct SANRASM group. And from there, after SANRASM really sort of fell apart in about early 2000s, we rescued it. Clive Holliday bought 473, and I bought her sister locomotive, which is also a Class 6, but she's 1895 from SANRASM. Mine is not in restored condition yet, but it's been surveyed and we know what we need to do. It's in far worse condition than this one was. So we've got to do that as well now. We've got some funding coming ahead and we can start doing something on her soon. We specialize in restoring old steam locomotives and rolling stock, carriages, wagons, that sort of stuff. It's niche, very niche. There's not a lot of people that want them or use them. That's what we do. She got here on a truck in a totally scrap condition. There was nothing, she had nothing on her. There was no fittings, no piping. The covers on the boiler were missing, that had no cow catcher, the couplers were gone, everything was stripped. And the loco was pretty well worn, you know, from use on the mine and that sort of thing. So it was a total restoration. The water tank, the tender water tank where the coal and water is carried, that's brand new. And a lot of the I could go through it, but the list is endless. Wheels have been machined, axle boxes are new, boiler's been totally refurbished. So it's been a long 7-year process to get it from scrap to what it is now. It's all been done at Germiston Workshops, which I lease the facility from Transnet Engineering. We maintain the entire site and look after it, and we protect Transnet's heritage, which is stored here too. There's working locomotives here which don't operate, but they're working. And we work in the workshop and we do all our restoration. I've got all the machinery, all the equipment, and that's where we do everything.
She will be used as a working locomotive again, pulling passengers, so she will definitely still carry on doing what she was made to do.
I'm the lucky individual who owns this beautiful Class 6A locomotive, number 473 Patricia, which was built in 1897. I bought the locomotive in 2017 when it was in a completely derelict scrap condition, and I funded its restoration as my contribution to rail heritage in South Africa. On the front of the locomotive you'll notice the 200 headboard, which relates to the celebration currently taking place in the United Kingdom. It's a year-long celebration marking the 200th anniversary of rail passenger services, which first started in 1825, and I'm proud to display their headboard on the front on this prestigious day for us. Fortunately, I was left a legacy by my mother, and that was what we used to do the restoration, and that's why you see the name Patricia on the side of the locomotive. The plan we have, which is not finalised yet, but we want to take it down to Mossel Bay in the Western Cape, where it can be used on some heritage passenger trains. I would just like to pass my thanks to Sean Ackerman of Fairlie Projects for the outstanding work he's done on this locomotive. It's truly amazing. Thank you, Sean.